Hello, in this video I have some tips and tricks that are going to help you easily and seamlessly complete the campaign mode. For Arena Breakout is already pretty simple to get through, but I figured I would make a video and kind of tell you guys some secrets or just stuff that you may not have picked up along the first run or two that you did. If you guys already, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Both of those things really do help me out a ton. When you first spawn in, you're just obviously going to follow the AI to the different checkpoint, and he's going to actually take you by various lootable cases. You're going to obviously notice this, but you really should check these cases and at least grab 2 mags and unload them, get an extra 60 stack, and also keep an eye out for taurines and different energy drinks on the shelf. When you go through the first basement, there's a taurine that's going to be sitting there on the left. Stuff like that. Just make sure you grab it. It's going to help you out 5 or 10 minutes into the mission, and it doesn't hurt just to make sure you have it as a backup. And also, the looting is astronomically faster in this mode, so unloading a 60 round mag is really not going to take you long at all. One thing that you should remember for this is that everything that you're going to loot, not giving you any spoiler, you won't be able to keep this though, as this is a solo mode, and it's really just grab stuff that you are going to need or that you think you will need. Like I said, I unload 2 30 round mags that I find, and then I just keep that stack on me. And if I find any stims or grenades or stuff like that, I will keep those obviously on me as well. Anytime I find a green stim, I instantly pop it, just because you're always going to be getting shot at in this mode, so you might as well just always have the stim popped. Also, on your path you will see armor, which is obviously super important, but it can be really important depending on your durability, because if you have full armor durability, you're going to most likely think that you don't need to grab it, but I would really recommend grabbing it if you have the space, just because if you get your first armor shredded and you don't have any other armor backup around, you're going to start to get a little bit nervous. So having that backup in your backpack can really save your ass and help you out a ton. So even if you have the full 70 of 70, pick up the second armor. It's probably going to be a good backup just to have in case. After you load the first rocket up at the first major checkpoint, you will notice that there are enemies with flashlights on their guns. One thing I wanted to say is that these are sadly not lootable, at least at the time of making for this video. Hopefully they change it in an update, because that would be a really cool thing to be able to actually use the tactics of the game to grab the flashlight off of the enemy. The second you kill the bot, the flashlight will disappear off the gun, so I just figured I would let you guys know. Don't even try, I did already for you. You can't grab the flashlight, which sucks. Also, I'm just now mentioning this is mainly because it is already obvious information. There is a thermal scope on your back for the M110, so after your first run, or even if it's your first run and you want to kind of try it out and play the sniper role, you can take the back routes or the long ways to these checkpoints, and you will be able to get the freest kills of your life on these bots from afar, while your AI teammates kind of take care of the close quarter combat. This is really just a little bit of a fun tip if you guys wanted to play like that. The thermal, we'll get into a tip on that a little bit later once we get into the actual armory, but if you like using the M110, go ahead, have fun with it. After the big explosion and the bit of combat, you will see an airdrop, which you will 100% want to hit, because you will gain a bunch of supplies. More importantly, you will gain a better headset. I think you have on the M32, and then you switch it over to the Commander. So make sure you always hit that airdrop. There also will be some like stims and stuff in there, so it's important. Don't miss that. Make sure you touch it. Hey yo, one more small tip here is that you can actually shoot out the lights in this map, which again, if you're running around with that M110, this can actually become a useful bit of information to know. Doesn't work on every single light, but you will be able to tell which ones you can actually shoot out. It's a specific kind. Now once you're in the actual armory, or anywhere I guess, if there is a premium, you may get an AEK. I like to swap my secondary slot, which is the M110 with the thermal. I like to take the thermal off, and then I throw it onto the AEK, and then from there I'll take the AEK's 2x scope and I throw that onto the MCX, or my primary. Musical chairs with the scopes and the guns, but can actually be useful. This is a personal tip, but I like doing this because I don't really use the M110 or semi-autos. Having 2 full auto guns is going to be more helpful for me personally. Obviously you don't want to lose or leave that thermal scope behind though. It's a very valuable thing to actually have. Again, you don't take the loot out, but just being able to use it if you need it, very good. One thing that you do want to remember with this though is your ammo will change, so make sure that you match it up accordingly. Maybe a reason to actually not do it, but again, I like it, and there are other premium cases to top up your ammo for that AEK, so don't exactly stress out about that if that's a reason not to do it. This is a post-recording tip, so I apologize if I sound a little different, but I forgot to mention this. In the armory, there are certain bots, I'm not sure if it's outside, but for sure inside of the armory, there are certain bots that actually wear higher tier armor than what you come in with. So if you can, try and not shred the armor on those bots, and then once you kill them, you can actually take their armor and swap it for yours. Obviously, everyone knows armor swapping, but it is important to pay attention to this in the game because I didn't actually realize this at first, and then I looked at the bot closer and I realized that he had a better helmet than I did and a better body armor, so I knew I had to go and grab that. Once you push the random buttons and set the armory off, you have limited time to make it out, dismantling the railing and ignoring any of the bots is the best suggestion that I have, but you have to follow the path, so keep this in mind. You don't have to exactly follow it, but you have to make sure you hit these certain checkpoints, so mantle the railing and then hit all the checkpoints possible. And that's really it for the campaign mode, or at least the first mission. I don't definitively want to call this the entire campaign, but as of right now I'm going to title it that just because. But I really hope this is just the beginning. This is the first mission. For what it is a fantastic mode, and I hope they build on it more. Let me know what you guys think of it down in the comment section below. But with that, I am going to head out. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel. If you have any personal tips that you have that would help out other people, please share them. It will help me out even. So yeah, but I appreciate you guys stopping by. Have a good rest of the day. Peace.